All right, good evening. This is End Time Headlines. This is Ricky Scaparo, the pastor and the founder of End Time Headlines. Guys, this is an interesting piece here that I want to talk about. This is, you're looking at an article from the economic collapse. Michael Snyder, the economic collapse, is warning not to get too excited yet over the September flop. And this is kind of something that I have been discussing as well in some Periscope casts in our YouTube channel as well. But Michael Snyder of the economic collapse is warning all the folks who were quick to scoff at all the September warnings that failed to meet the expectations of many. In his latest blog, he writes the following, quote, "A lot of people out there expected something to happen in September that did not ultimately happen. There were all kinds of wild theories floating around, and many of them had no basis in reality whatsoever. However, but without a doubt, some very important things did happen in September." Michael Snyder goes on and says, quote, "As I warned about ahead of time, we are witnessing the most significant global financial meltdown since the end of '08. All of the largest stock markets in the world are crashing simultaneously." Again, you can go to our main website where you'll find this piece. You can click on this link and you will get that full link there, or the source in which we gave you that there. All of the largest, again, and so far the amount of wealth that has been wiped out worldwide is in excess of $5 trillion. Again, something else I also pointed out, because many individuals said because there was no worldwide or global financial collapse, therefore their argument is that the Shemitah was a fail. When I said in the beginning, I do not believe it was a fail because people lost trillions. Quote, "In addition to stocks, junk bonds are also crashing, and Bank of America said that it is a, quote, slow-moving train wreck that seems to be accelerating." He goes on to write that thanks to the commodity price crash, many of the largest commodity traders on the planet are now imploding. He talks about, I wrote about the death spiral that's gripped Glencore. On Tuesday, the stock price of the largest commodity trader in Asia, the Noble Group, plummeted like a rock, and commodity trading giant Trafigura appears to be in worse shape than either Glencore or the Noble Group. The total collapse of any of them could easily be a bigger event than the implosion of Lehman Brothers in 2008. Of course, we know that led to the global recession. So I honestly do not understand the, quote, "nothing is happening" crowd. Thank you, Michael Snyder. I've been saying the same thing. It takes ignorance on almost an unbelievable level to try to claim that, quote, "nothing is happening." I agree. In the financial world right now, within the last 60 days, we have seen some things happen that we have never seen before. For example, did you know that we witnessed the greatest intraday stock market crash in U.S. history on August 24th? And again, that's just, I want to give you a little segment of that, but you can find the full report by clicking on the link, and it'll take you to, again, the economic collapse blog. Michael Snyder does a wonderful job there keeping up with the economics of not only America, but of the world. So again, he echoes what I've been saying, folks, that the Shemitah cycle was not a flop. It was not a fail, but because it was not a global catastrophic meltdown in which many, I guess, expected that it was a fail. But again, what Michael Snyder is trying to tell you, folks, is that this is a train that's picking up speed, and it's accelerating in October. In case you didn't know, October has a nasty history of being, as far as financial goes, as far as economical goes, it has a history of bloodletting, of disaster in history. So we are not by any means out of the woods yet as far as the economics goes of not only America but of the world. So all these folks freaking out and pointing their fingers, and even the folks that are holding their that are celebrating, and I speak this figuratively, not literally, but popping the cork and the champagne bottle or whatever you want to. And I know that's probably a horrible illustration coming from a Christian. I don't advocate drinking by any means. But nevertheless, what I'm saying is don't get out your party hats. Don't get out the poppers, the celebration utensils as of yet. We should not be celebrating because we are not by any means out of the red. We're not out of the woods yet. And again, we just reported as well that war drums are pounding louder in the Mideast with Israel, giving a stern warning in our last update to Russia and the United States about Persia or Iran's presence. They will not tolerate it on their border. And also, we also reported at endtimeheadlines.org that up to 30,000 U.S. Marines are going to be sent to basically the border of China or in that region in the event that China basically oversteps their boundaries. So guys, we're seeing wars, rumors of wars, nation rising against nations, kingdom against kingdoms, and we're seeing distress of nations with perplexity. Okay, so again, Jesus warned about these things, and we wanted to give you these news and headlines from a prophetic perspective. Again, this is the ministry of End Time Headlines. You can find us at endtimeheadlines.org or endtimeheadlines.com to find all the latest news and headlines from a prophetic perspective. Again, remember, guys, Jesus said, when you begin to see these things coming to pass, lift up your heads, for your redemption is drawing near. God bless. Good night.